Right now, it is 11 a.m. Mountain Time. My name is Dave Webb, and I'm joined by Tyler Sharp. We are your VIDAFY corporate representatives, and we thank you all for joining with us, jumping on with us. We see some great familiar names there, a couple that I haven't met in person, but we're thrilled to have you with us. We're grateful you would choose to spend not even a half hour today. We think we can get through this. I think the big news, Tyler, is going to be sharing your training schedule on Fast Track, the promotion that we're running. So I'm going to let Tyler just nod. We're saving Tyler's voice. He'll join us in a couple of minutes for what we want to talk about. But for right now, we're going to jump into just a few things that maybe recap. We certainly want to recap what happened on the call on Saturday. We're thrilled that many of you were there with us. But just to remind you, July is the last month to qualify for those who are earning their Premier, Elite, or Diamond status. So by the 31st of July, close of business that day, we'll have your data and we'll be able to see who is joining us, whether in the Premier, Elite, or Diamond status. And again, whether for one person, hopefully two people. We want to see as many of you there. Again, the MSC World America is this incredible brand new ship. We've decided that what they're doing is putting themselves through their paces so they can find out what we're going to require with our high demands as one of the best groups that they'll ever have. Again, coming up in November, exiting Miami out of Miami November 8th, and that'll be a solid 7-night cruise. We're super excited. We are also joining for people who are going to join us for Croatia in spring of 2026. Amazing sights to be seen. We found a resort that will reach everything we need. Again, this is the Radisson Blue Resort in Split, and it's right there on the coast. Amazing. If you want to look that up, Radisson Blue Split. We'll be there the 19th through 23rd of May of next year. Remember, VIDAFY will cover the hotel, meals, some activities, atmosphere. There's likely to be some swag, some good giveaways for qualifiers. And you just get yourself there. If you qualify, and we'll show that in a moment, you qualify and get yourself to that event, whether by air, by train, by slow boat, by hitchhiking. I don't recommend hitchhiking. It's something that is the fodder for a lot of movies in the 70s, and that's where I grew up, so I always recommend people be cautious of hitchhiking, but maybe it's a nicer atmosphere. You guys figure it out. We'd love to see you there. How to get to the CVV in Croatia in 2026. Between now, July, and February, the 28th of next year, when you sign up 20 people as customers or entrepreneurs and help 6 of them reach Star and 3 of them reach Fast Track Pro. I may have just said Star. I meant Fast Track Star. But again, one person can attend if you sign up 20 individuals as customers and or entrepreneurs. 6 of them can achieve Fast Track Star and 3 of them achieve Fast Track Pro. We will welcome you and invite you to the CVV event. For 2 of you to attend, one account must have those recognition pieces as well. 30 people who sign up, whether as entrepreneur or customers. 10 of them become a Fast Track Star and 5 of them become a Fast Track Pro. That will qualify you to attend with 2 people from your account achieving those events. Now, the CVV Plus was something amazing. We heard from our partner, the CEO of our partner facility, who helps develop what BioMS is, the micellization, the biomimetic. That's a new term we learned this last week. The biomimetic, which means it mimes your biology. So the biomimetic features and functions of BioMS, we learned from that. And this gentleman, Frank, he calls himself Frank, but he's from Germany. So in my head, I feel like I want to honor that accent, and I'm probably incorrect. So Frank will welcome us at this event. We'll tour the BioMS facilities. We'll probably, if you want an autographed picture of Frank, I'm sure he'll make it available. I'm not sure, but I bet he would. But this atmosphere is welcoming, and Luis Castillo is a double diamond from Mexico, and he shared with that group. Again, it was just in chat, but Luis said he got to go to that facility. What was it, Tyler? Like 6 years ago? 6 or 7. The company is almost 9 years old now, and within the first couple of years, that was something that they were able to do Luis with part of that first group, and he said it's such a great confidence builder. You're looking at this facility that takes on all the seriousness of what is needed for some amazing work with bioMS, with micellization, and with, again, the biomimetic functions of our amazing product. So again, the CVV Plus, you qualify for the CVV Plus by similarly qualifying for the plain old, which is a horrible thing to say because it's going to be amazing. But the regular CVV, you do those same, actually that's not true. We have more qualifications to be listed there. I apologize. Tyler, what are the numbers for the signups for CVV Plus? Do you have
Yeah,
those
it's
handy?
it's actually the same as the
Okay,
CVV. For one person, you have the 26 and 3. But to be able to qualify for the CVV plus, then
perfect.
you need to reach 2 for fast track senior and help 2 reach fast track master, and then you
Thank
qualify
you.
for the CVV plus. Yep.
I love it when I'm wrong, but correctly. Does that make sense? In my head, I thought, wait, we had more. We did have more, but after some consideration, we realized this is going to be a much more approachable and reachable standard for that group. So again, same qualifications for CVV can get you to CVV plus, but of those 26 and 3 or 30, 10, and 5, you help 2 of them become fast track senior, and of those 2, obviously, you help them to get to fast track master. Same thing with 4 people to get 2 people invited. So again, amazing atmosphere, amazing things that we're making available, and we're watching the activity in the field reflect those attempts to get on these great trips. Some of you, and we'll just do it by raise of hand on screen. We've got a few people here. How many of you have attended a CVV for VIDAFY in the past? Yes, that includes Tyler and Dave. I don't think we count. We have to go because we get to host. But how many of you have attended a Life Converted trip or have attended any of the activities or a grand opening or a launch event? Does VIDAFY do a sufficient job in welcoming you to these activities? Thank you, Hetty. Hetty chimes in with a giant me. Yes, you have. We have been in some amazing places with this group. So we're excited to open these up for next year. And just a quick jump again, we want to jump into what is going to happen next fall. So the Life Converted trip for 2025, in place, ready to go, 8th of November out of Miami. We'll be cruising the Caribbean. It's amazing. But for 2026, this event will happen at the Royalton Splash Riviera Cancun. Excuse me. So again, this is for the 10-year anniversary. So it's going to be combined with some special things, things that we're holding as a surprise to come out as we get closer to that event. But again, if you only care about the swag is going to be swaggy. Don't look, I don't know what that means, so it might not be, but it will be amazing. It will be awesome. It will be exciting to have. So again, the 10-year anniversary, we're calling that the Life Converted trip for 2026. That will happen the 9th through the 14th of November at the Royalton Splash Riviera Cancun. I think we heard from Shane that it's only about 15 or 20 minutes from the airport, which is awesome because everything else in Cancun, you've got a nice little drive through the countryside to get to where your resort is. This is like right across toward the bay. So it's amazing. So we're excited to welcome you for that. And again, we'll have more details coming out soon. Obviously, what are qualifications, what are requirements to attend. But that, again, the 10-year Life Converted trip, the 10-year anniversary will be next November 2026. So we have these minimum three amazing trips lined up for the next year so far. Never say never. We may look at other things. That's always one of the great considerations with VIDAFY, with Shane and Laura. I know Tyler's working behind the scenes to make these things happen. Tyler, tell us more about these trips.
Well, it's going to be a lot of fun as Dave sneezes. We're going to have a really great time. We will be sending out an email for those qualifiers for the LCT sometime by the end of this week, first part of next week, for those that have qualified to identify, do you want to go to the cruise coming up in November, or do you want to defer and go to Cancun for the 10-year anniversary trip in November 2026? So we'll get those emails put together and sent out to you here in the next few days, so you can let us know by the end of this month whether which one you'll be attending. So either one is going to be amazing. Either one is just going to be so much fun. Having a great time.
And we thank you for I meant to take myself off camera for my sneeze, but I was only able to reach the microphone. So thank you for enduring through that with me. Um, the other thing for that Life Converted trip, Tyler, you and your team, the VIDAFY sales team, have been recognizing how many people. Do you have a count for how many people have qualified for the Life Converted trip that have not attended before? So we've got people who have qualified and attended, like probably more than 100 in the past. But just in the last 6 months, you and Fernanda and your team have been recognizing people in the VIDAFY entrepreneur community. How many names have you listed out there showing how many people have qualified?
Well, exactly 32.
Wow,
32
32.
people. Yeah, I just counted it. I just added that up that have never been
Awesome.
before. Then there's another 7 or 8 that potentially could go based upon rank qualification. But yeah, 32 that have never been before that have qualified with loyalty earnings.
Amazing. And then we've got for diamonds and above, anybody who qualifies as diamond, I want to say 4 times between last November and 2 weeks from now, the 31st of July. Those are the rank qualifiers that you were talking about. So we're thrilled for that. That's one of the great things about these trips is that anyone can qualify and work to get there. And we just celebrate that VIDAFY atmosphere wherever we go. Some of us were on the Mediterranean cruise a little over a year ago. And same thing, that VIDAFY family just shines through. We have a great time at meals, hiking, activities. Some people rode donkeys up the side of a Greek mountain. Awesome. I did not. Tyler and I think we got to spend the day with Betty in the port, having a delicious seafood meal and watching everybody else struggle through the wind and everything else they had to do there. But again, amazing, amazing trips and amazing atmospheres. I want to jump into another thing that we introduced on Saturday, which is a concept we're calling biodesign. Now, biodesign is not some radical new product or prescription for what to do or how to do it. This is something we're calling that you can biodesign your life 10 drops at a time. Still supports what the original message is for the company. That won't ever change. But this campaign will be something that we're firing up in the next little bit, where we will support better habits from smart choices end up as lasting results. And we're excited for that because it gives us a new campaign, a new way to use simple terms in helping people comprehend the amazing things that are available, specifically with the golden drops. Because we have other products, we have Symbiofy, but it's not yet available in all markets. So when we talk about Nanofy and Curcumin Plus and micellization and BioMS and bioavailability and all the great things that we know exist with those products, we're just going to simplify the terms. We're going to roll it into a new campaign with the support and leadership of our wellness team, Dr. Gabet and Dr. Fernandez. And we're excited for what that's going to be because it will be an improved opportunity where you get to change up how you refer to the things that we talk about when we talk about VIDAFY. Super awesome. Tyler, tell us what you've recognized online from what people have said about that call on Saturday about the get growing with VIDAFY.
Just that it was very informative. A lot of great information that came out of it. Love the testimonials. Thank you again, Tina, for sharing that. Louise Davidson as well. But just I think they'd love to hear from Dr. Gabet. I think it was fantastic to be able to hear his message. Obviously, it was done through AI, but his content was just incredible, and we appreciate the rare opportunity to be able to hear from Dr. Gabet. So a lot of great feedback, from that event that we had on Saturday. We anticipate having many more of those.
Yeah.
Every few months. We want to be able to do those at least on a quarterly basis to be able to connect with as many of you as possible. And I just thought it was a fantastic experience. So.
Yep. Yep. Great reviews. There were a couple of questions about using the AI voice, but we're comfortable that that's going to make Dr. Gabet's phenomenal information more acceptable or receivable by a bigger audience. And so we'll work on those little kinks. We'll iron out the wrinkles, and we'll make sure that we end up with an atmosphere and a product that people will be excited to hear and to learn from. And he's eager to share. If I asked if they could actually give us, I don't know if I said this on Saturday, I wish they could give us his Spanish in English with his Spanish accent. Does that make sense? I love hearing a great accent speaking a new language. Anyway, that was a thought I had. No promises for next time, but we know that that's a great atmosphere for Dr. Fernandez and Dr. Gabet to share their information in. Another thing we talked about, Shane was great about giving us some new information about something called, and what did we promise? Fast Track. We've got a fast track atmosphere where now typically this is obviously giving away the bottom line of what we announced on Saturday, but the big information is for July through December of 2025, Fast Track is available for all entrepreneurs. That's amazing. That's a chance to re-earn bonuses that were visible, available, that you may have had access to in years past. But with the change in atmosphere and the change in everything, we know that people want to get what they can. And if there's a way to kind of redouble our efforts and work back a little bit, Shane, Laura, Tyler, and the team have put together something that we just call it Fast Track for All. It's for the next 6 months. Anybody can take advantage. Tyler, give us a quick overview of what that's going to mean. I want you to save your actual training, which we're going to announce in a moment, but give us your overview of what it means to have Fast Track available for everyone.
I think that this is a great opportunity for each of you to kind of restart, rebuild. We know that the last few months with the transition from back office to back office, that there's been a little bit less activity for obvious reasons. And this is a great chance for everybody to restart, to reset, to re-engage with this. And so I'm grateful that Shane proposed the idea of opening up Fast Track for everybody. So you take your highest rank from where you are in 2025, and then you build from there. And we'll talk a lot more about this tomorrow, a couple of times tomorrow and a couple of times on Thursday, and get more in depth about this. But this is a great chance to be able to get going again. We had so many individuals that came on board. We had a Kit 100 special going on in May, and a lot of people we were able to get started, that month. I think that there was one group that had like 42 new people came and joined their team, many with the Kit 100. And all of those individuals, just like the rest of you, but all of those individuals can start fresh, completely fresh this month and reach Star, a Fast Track Star, and reach Fast Track Pro by the end of this month and get your $100 and $200 and then Senior and Master and go on from there. But this is a great opportunity for anybody that wants to be able to participate in this, whether you're a brand new entrepreneur that signs up in July and you're first starting this Fast Track program, or whether you're an existing entrepreneur and want to be able to take advantage of that from what your highest rank is in 2025 and then continue to build and grow from there. So a lot of amazing things that can come out of this. We've had a lot of questions. There's been a lot of interest in this, and we're excited to be able to have these trainings tomorrow, the next couple of days, to be able to answer your questions, to go through the process of what this looks like, how it's going to affect you, and what you could net out of it in terms of total amount earned, the time frames for when you need to earn things. There are different ranks, and going from there. So on Wednesday, tomorrow, and Thursday at 11 o'clock Mountain Time, and whatever that time is, respected to where you currently are, whether you're in CET or United Kingdom or Eastern Time Zone or anything, then take a look at that link there, the bit.ly link for the Fast Track training. That's going to be the same Zoom link for each one of those 4 trainings that we'll be doing on Wednesday and Thursday at 11 o'clock Mountain Time, and then also Wednesday and Thursday at 4 o'clock Mountain Time. Same link, Zoom link for each one of those. And I'll be sending those out again tomorrow. I'll send those out today, and then I'll be sending those out again tomorrow in terms of the actual Zoom links for each one of you. So this is going to be a really enlightening experience for you guys, a chance, like I said, for you guys to be able to re-engage, to hit the ground running again, and to see what you can do for the next several months in building and growing your business again. So I'm excited about the trainings. Hope all of you are too.
I'm going to bring those back on screen. We went through them kind of quickly. We showed first the 11 a.m. Mountain Time, which is going to be mostly applicable for people in Denmark, Netherlands, Poland, Iceland, UK. I don't need to go through all 112 nations within the European Union, but between EU and UK, that is the most approachable time for you is tomorrow night. Again, 1900 hours for Central Europe time, 1800 for British Standard Time. I think it is 1600 or 1700 hours for Iceland, if I saw correctly. But again, that 11 a.m., the first call is mostly reaching our Europe partners, and then the second call will mostly reach New Zealand and Australia. Obviously, it will be the next morning for them. It will be Thursday, Friday instead of Wednesday, Thursday. But again, we'll have that link will be out there. Here's the link again. It's Fast Track as one word _ training. And Bitly is just the partner we've chosen to shorten the gigantic URL that Tyler decided on. 177 characters in that. I'm joking, it's not that bad. But it's much simpler to try to remember Fast Track _ training. Again, we'll find these, we'll show these regularly throughout the VIDAFY entrepreneur community, on the other groups on Facebook. It'll be available and visible in the announcement will be visible in the virtual office. We'll also make one of those trainings available in the virtual office to help just after it's been produced. We'll put a recording in the VO and we'll send out some links through our leadership channels on WhatsApp as well. I think we've done it. We hit 21 minutes, which is kind of, I apologize already. Someone made the point, you can take the video that we provide when you see the replay on VIDAFYvideos.com. That's our YouTube channel. You can open that video in YouTube and you can select to listen to Dave and Tyler speak at 0.75 speed or half speed. If we're blitzing through too quickly, which is common, and we apologize for that. We feel this urgency to share so much information that sometimes we ignore that English is not everyone's first language. So go to VIDAFYvideos.com. That's our YouTube channel, and any video you choose in the settings portion that looks like a little gear, the settings portion lets you change the playback speed. So typically it's at 1.0, which is what we speak at right now. If you want to really torture yourselves, try to listen to us at 2.0. That's painful right there. But if you cut it in half, cut it by a quarter down to 0.75, hopefully our information will be more acceptable, more listenable, and we'll share all that there. So thanks for being with us. Tyler, any wrap-up conversations you want to join in?
No, look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow on one of these trainings that we've got for Fast Track, and it's just going to be a great thing. So looking forward to it. As Dave said, we will be recording that and making that available for everyone.
Hedy, thank you for asking about the virtual office. It's always in progress. We're plugging away. I think we're comfortable saying we're making progress toward the things we know need to happen. We're not there on some pieces. We are there and beyond on other pieces. And some of it is just getting used to the new way of presenting information. So we appreciate your patience. It's not where we want it to be yet either, but we are not resting. Tyler, I keep looking over here because we have a chat group with our internal team, and it's called the integration for the new back office. And it is firing up all the time. We get notifications. Where is this? Can we find this? This is a feature someone would like. It just keeps popping up. And so Tyler and I are excited every time we see activity there. Good, something else is being addressed. Good, someone recognized that this is a feature we want to have or to enhance. So thank you again for your patience and for all you're doing to help us be strong and be an amazing opportunity with this life-changing product, 10 drops at a time. And we thank you for being with us. Everybody have a great evening, a great afternoon, a great tomorrow, and we look forward to talking with you again the next time.
Thanks, everyone.